Well, hello there. Good to see you. Well, I don't see you, but you see me. Sometimes I wish that it would be like a two-way thing where I could see all of you and then you could see me. I mean, we have that FaceTime and all those things, but that wouldn't work with a crowd. But anyway, so I'm just sitting here drinking some tea, and I thought I'd come and visit with you guys. So today wasn't a very productive day. I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. But it was a pleasant day. I talked to my daughter on the phone for about 2 hours. That was nice. We do that a lot. I do that with my son, my oldest son too. My middle son, he isn't too much of a phone person, but my other two, when I do talk to them, I usually talk to them for at least an hour, and I always enjoy that. So I did that, and then I was planning out my garden. I have a paper where I'm going to lay out where I want what. I do that kind of every year, because every year my garden kind of changes a little bit, and I'm still trying to find that sweet spot that says to me, okay, this works. You know, you can get to everything, you don't have too much, you have enough, and I'm still working on that. I've been working on that for at least the last 3 years, but it's always changing out there. So that's what I did today. And then it was cold this morning and early this afternoon, but this evening it's getting to be pleasant. Well, it's late afternoon, it's not even evening yet. But so I went outside a little bit to check out the plans to make sure that everything is going to fit where I want it to fit, because I'm really getting tired of moving my boxes around. But like I said, I have not found that sweet spot yet. So I'm hoping that this time I'll get it set up right. I don't know, we'll see. So my daughter had a chicken disaster. She was telling me, I felt really bad. 3 of her chickens were killed. They weren't in the coop. Somehow they got missed. She's got a lot of chickens, and somehow they got missed and they weren't in the coop. So I think it was a raccoon. And what raccoons do, they don't eat the chickens. What they do is they just kill them. I think they just think it's fun. So she felt bad and I felt bad, because some of these chickens she's had for quite a while. And like I said, she has quite a few chickens. But, you know, nature can be cruel. And actually humans are among the cruelest sometimes. So I bought this tea. I haven't tried it yet, but it's traditional medicinals. And it's called Smooth Move. I want to give that a try. And it's for occasional constipation. It has senna in it. So like I said, I haven't tried it yet. And you're supposed to have it before bedtime. And then by, morning, you're supposed to be all good to go. Now, I kind of go back and forth. And I think a lot of us sometimes have that issue. So I thought I would give that a try on those days where I might need it, because that's part of the gut issue that I have. It's like everything kind of bloats up because it's like all in there. So I thought I would give that a try. I have no idea what it tastes like either, so I'll probably try that. I don't think I need it today. I'm not going to use it every day, only on those days when I need it. But anyway, I got that from Meijer's. That's where I got that. So I had a little Meijer's order that came today. I needed some aloe vera juice, so I got a big jug of the aloe vera juice. And it's a gallon jug, and I put that in with my tea sometimes, or when I drink water, I put that in. So it does have some preservatives in it, not much, but it has organic aloe vera and citric acid, sodium benzoate, and that's the food preservative. So it doesn't have a whole lot of things. Now, I've tried this before, this brand. I've tried it just drinking it like that, and it's really awful. So if I put it in my sweetened tea, then it works out just fine. So aloe vera is good for digestion. It's good for your stomach. So I got that, and I got the tea, and I got a couple of vegan, vegetarian meats that I wanted to try. One of them is, well, let me get the box. Now, I've been taking everything out of the boxes before I put them in the freezer, because these boxes take up way too much room. And this is Jack and Annie's, and it's shaved steak. I used to like to have, I used to make these out of meat for my kids all the time when they were younger. I always used to make them the cheesesteak sandwiches. But this is made out of jackfruit, and the jack part isn't her partner. Jack is jackfruit, and Annie is the one that makes it. So it says the ingredients. It doesn't have a super long list of ingredients. It's jackfruit water, soy flour, canola oil, 2% or less of spices, natural flavor, yeast extract, salt. It does have methyl cellulose, which is plant fiber, and you can buy that just as an ingredient, and vegetable juice for color. So not a whole lot of really bad ingredients in there, and then you just cook it like you cook cheesesteak, and it looks really good. So I thought I'd try that, and this was like $7 or $8, but it's enough for several meals. But I took it out. What I do is I cut out the directions, and then I take out the inner package, and then I stick it in the freezer. So that's been working out okay. I didn't work on my freezer today. I did not work on cleaning that out anymore. By the time I got off the phone with my daughter, I mean, that was my favorite part of the day. I had to go outside. It warmed up, so I went outside and cleaned up the yard a little bit. And then I came back in, and I thought I'd have a chat with you guys. So that's about all that happened to me today. Nothing real exciting. Just picked up a couple things. And I like to try different things like this to see if I like them or not. And then if I do, I keep some in the freezer. But I also make my own protein every now and then. But I just haven't felt like cooking lately. Actually, for lunch today, I just had some leftover macaroni and cheese, the plant-based stuff that I made the other day. And for dinner, I'm just going to have something really quick. and something small. So the last couple days, that's what I've been trying to do. Eat less in the evening and eat a bigger meal at lunch. So it's been working out okay, but so we'll see what happens. All you can do is keep trying things. You know, if you have a problem, I mean, look how many times Dyson tried to make his vacuum cleaner and Edison the light bulb. You know, they just didn't quit. It's like, well, okay, that part didn't work, so I'll try this. And then if that didn't work, they tried the next thing. They just didn't give up. And eventually, they got it to work. So I think it's like that with everything in life. If something is important enough to you, then you have to keep trying to get it right. So, and some things just get to the point where they're either A, not that important, or B, you lose interest in it and you figure out it's not really what you wanted after all. That's happened to me before too. So I don't consider that being a quitter just because you change your mind on something. I just keep trying different things sometimes until I get it right. So anyway, not much else going on today. I'm going to get back to planting my garden. And what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to use, the city pickers come with like a black cloth mulch cover. And then what you do is you put the fertilizer in the middle, and it has like a watering pipe that you're supposed to put the water in. So you put the fertilizer, you make a trench, put the fertilizer in the middle, and then you make holes wherever it is you're going to plant your plants. So I think you can reuse them if you plant similar things and the holes are in the right space. But they're not that expensive. You can get 6 new covers for $20. So it's not a big deal. But I usually don't do that. I usually just plant in the boxes. I use it like a raised bed. But this year I think I'm going to do it with the mulch cover because I get a lot of those little weeds everywhere, and it's kind of a pain to have to keep pulling them. Plus that, you pull them out around your plants and you can, make your plants come out too. So I'm going to try that this year, and I think once the initial work is over and done with, I think it'll be much easier. So there's another thing I'm going to try something new and different. Plus that, it keeps the moisture in, so they are self-watering, which is nice, and we'll see. And then supposedly you don't have to feed your plants, and you can reuse the soil because you're putting the fertilizer in there, and I don't know. I have to see. It's another experiment. I have to see how that works and see if it's a good way to go, and if not, then I'm just going to leave it off next year and continue on the way I am now. So, but I do think I am going to put the covers on before I plant the plants. That way it'll keep the weeds down because it's dark in there and they won't get enough light. So I think it'll keep the weeds down because in the spring there's definitely tons of weeds coming up. So, well, all right, my friends, that's really all I have for you today. Like I said, it was not a busy day and I didn't get that much done, but that's okay. So, but I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.